Supermicro just released their latest quarterly figures, and the after-hour action is basically this. At the time of recording, the stock is up around 8 to 9%. Now, bear in mind that at one moment the stock was down 15% when I checked it. Could have been down a little bit more, but when I saw it, it was down 15%, and now it's up close to 9%. That's a huge swing in after hours. So let's discuss the good and the very bad in the quarter. And if you're wondering if their 10K has been filed, no, it has not. So anyways, hit all the buttons, would really appreciate that. We're probably going to cover Lyft in a couple of hours or maybe tomorrow before the market opens. If you're interested in that, let me know down in the comment section below. If you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment with the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. All right, so let's first start with the current quarter. So net sales came in at $5.6 to $5.7 billion, representing 54% year-over-year growth at the midpoint. By the way, for the quarter, lots of misses, and guidance also missed. So there is that. But there is a huge win, and we'll talk about that in a second. GAAP and non-GAAP gross margin continues to come down in the range of 11.8 to 11.9%. And by the way, these are preliminary second quarter results. As for GAAP diluted net income per share, that should come in the range of 50 to 52 cents, flat year on year, also a miss, and the same for non-GAAP. Management said the following: with our leading direct liquid cooling technology and over 30% of new data center expected to adopt it in the next 12 months, Supermicro is well positioned to grow AI infrastructure design wins based on NVIDIA Blackwell and more. Combined with exceptional product quality, service software, networking, and security with data center building blocks, Supermicro will expand our leadership as the premier US-based data center infrastructure solution provider. During the call, they also talked about not just growing in the United States, but growing in other Asian markets and Europe specifically. We anticipate this technology transition sets a strong foundation for us now, resulting in fiscal year 25 revenue in the range of $23.5 to $25 billion, which is lower than what they previously expected. The higher end was closer to $30 billion. But the huge surprise and huge win here, and that's one of the reasons why the stock is up so much after hours, is for fiscal 26 revenue guidance. The target here, and Charles Yang said numerous times during the earnings call that this is a conservative number. So they expect revenue for fiscal 26 to be approximately $40 billion. It's a huge increase year over year, huge increase. And he kept on saying this is conservative. So, I mean, for a company that is worth now still under $30 billion, they expect to generate approximately $40 billion in fiscal 26. I mean, there is a big disconnect here, but of course, if there's no 10K filed, 10Q filed by February 25th, they are going to get delisted. Now, they did tell us a little bit more about that. I'll go over that in just a second. As for guidance for the next quarter, they said the following. The company expects net sales in the range of $5 to $6 billion for the third quarter, GAAP net income per diluted share of 36 to 53 cents, and non-GAAP net income per diluted share of 46 to 62 cents. And then fiscal 25, the company is updating the revenue guidance from a range of $26 to $30 billion to a new range of $23.5 to $25 billion. So that's the big miss, basically. Now, as for the corporate updates. So by the way, first of all, during the earnings call, they said that NVIDIA Blackwell is shipping. The AI solution backlog will take time to be fulfilled. There are enterprises, CSPs, and many others that are contacting Supermicro, so demand is increasing for various solutions. They have $2 billion in cash, and they said that B200 and GB200 demand is still very high, and the high volume liquid cooling solution that they have is basically the advantage over the competition. But to be honest, if that is true, then we should be seeing margins starting to pick back up. Right now, it's really coming down. So as for the corporate update, they said the following. Supermicro continues to work diligently toward the filing of its annual report on Form 10K for a fiscal year ending June 30, 2024. Yes, it's been since August. and its quarterly report on Form 10-Q for the period ending September 30, 2024. Based on information currently available, the company believes it will make such filings by February 25th, 2025. Additionally, the company today filed a form which basically means that the current quarter, the filing there is also going to be delayed. So that's it, 12B25, that's the form. In a separate press release issued today, the company announced that it had agreed to issue a private placement of $700 million of new 2.25% convertible senior notes due 2028 and to amend the terms of its existing convertible senior notes due 2029. Yes, this is dilutive, but again, the keyword here is convertible. Can be converted, can also not be. Then with regards to the DOJ story that happened last year, in late 2024, the company received subpoenas from the Department of Justice and the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, seeking certain documents following the publication of allegations in a short seller report, which was published in August 2024. The company is cooperating with these document requests. In addition, in connection with the delay in the filing periodic reports, several security litigation complaints and derivative suits were filed against the company. Management believes these complaints are without merit. Again, this is not that great. Continuing here with regards to the unaudited preliminary fiscal 24 and fourth quarter fiscal 24 results, the company is reconfirming that no previously issued financial statements require a restatement. As the company works towards completing the audit, it made certain adjustments to the preliminary unaudited results for the fourth quarter of fiscal 24 that it announced on August 6, 2024. The adjustments recorded in the results for the fourth quarter of fiscal 24 include an increase in net sales of approximately $46 million and an increase of cost of sales of approximately $96 million, which includes a charge due to an increase in inventory reserve of approximately $45 million and an increase in operating expenses of around $5 million. Now, until the company's fiscal 24 financial statements are filed, the company is required to reassess its accounting estimates for financial reporting. So, all in all, small changes here, an increase in sales, but also an increase in cost of sales. Now, again, the whole story here with Supermicro is pretty clear, right? Up until February 25th, you are basically saying, okay, I think they are going to file on time, no delisting will happen, and then the stock will soar, which, to be honest, if they do not get delisted, I am pretty certain that this stock will go up quite drastically because, well, if you just look at the market cap, you look at how much revenue they are expected to generate this year and next year. Well, if you take that $40 billion number for fiscal 26 and you look at the market cap right now, there is quite a disconnect. It just doesn't make any sense. The stock could just double based on that price to sales multiple doubling, right? So it's basically that. You are waiting right now and you are putting, well, your money on the table and basically saying, you know what? I trust management enough. I trust that they will file everything that's needed on time. They still have 2 weeks time, and this is a story that has been going on for 6 months. So right now what we're seeing is that the stock is going to make its way closer to the 200-day moving average. We already been closer previously back in December, but this time the 200-day moving average is a bit lower. So let's see if this stock can manage to actually maybe go above it. There is also a CPI report coming out on Wednesday, so that might affect the overall market and certainly could affect a company and a stock like SMCI, but it will affect all the other stocks as well, whether it's good or bad. So yeah, with SMCI right now, the results for the quarter and for next quarter, not good at all, right? Misses across the board. But the big number is that $40 billion in revenue for fiscal 26 that came out of nowhere. And actually, if we look at the current analyst estimates, we can see that that number is around $10 billion more than what analysts are expecting, right? Right now, analysts are expecting a number closer to $30 billion, and SMCI said $40 billion. That $10 billion more, 30% more than what the analysts are currently expecting. So yeah, that's going to be something to watch. So again, bottom line here is we're going to wait until February 25th. Hopefully before that, they file everything's on time, and well, the stock will probably go much higher than this. Do I want to take a gamble here? No, no, but I'm watching. I listened to the comments that they were saying with regards to NVIDIA Blackwell, GB200, B200. Okay, nothing really new. Everything's going according to plan. So business as usual. I do want to say one thing is that earnings calls where the audio is so bad, I think should be punishable. I think that should be punishable because every time audio cuts off, one guy asks a question, the other guy is still answering the other question because there is a delay. It's horrible. It's horrible, and I don't even want to know how the transcript is going to look like. So yeah, there is that. The end of my rant here. Anyways, that's all I've got for you right now. That's the main reason why the stock is up, basically because that fiscal year 2026 guidance is just so much higher than what the analysts were expecting. So that's about it for me in this video. If you're interested in a lift video, let me know as well in the comment section below. And then tomorrow we have many other companies reporting, so stay tuned for that. Hit all the buttons, and I see you all in the next one. Bye bye.